Get excited, YouTube. This is the first installment of Health 101. Welcome to the GallifreyNerds. So, today's video is going to be about insulin. What is insulin? Insulin is a peptide hormone. What that means that it is a hormone made entirely out of amino acids. In fact, what it is a long chain of amino acids. So it's the yeast. And what an amino acid is a building block for protein. That's going to be a different episode. So where does insulin come from? Insulin comes from the pancreas. The pancreas is a little organ / gland that's near the liver, and what that does is it releases insulin through, which is produced from beta cells in your pancreas, into your bloodstream, and that regulates your blood sugar levels, and that can go way up and way down, and your insulin makes it, blood sugar goes really high, your insulin makes it go back down to normal, and that's what is called a homeostatic mechanism, which is your body's fight for equilibrium within your body for basically everything from body temperature and all that other stuff. So basically what that does is it helps keep your body at normal levels, which is good. I just realized how boring that was. I have awesome hair. Insulin and weight loss. Technically, you can't lose weight when your insulin is spiked, because what insulin is an anabolic hormone, and that means it will hold on to nutrients. Basically, anabolic means building, and that can be anything from fat, muscle, and many more different types of cells. But those two are the majority of the ones that we're going to be discussing. Basically, how it does that is by forcing nutrients into the cells. That's what insulin does, is it forces nutrients into the cell. And by doing that, it makes cells bigger or smaller. And also, have you ever heard the expression, no white before night? There's many reasons as to why that expression exists. One of them is because, yes, when you go to bed, you can't really digest that much energy and expend it while you're sleeping because you're not doing much. But another one is because of hormones at work. And one of those hormones happens to be insulin, which when you have processed white food, insulin goes up. And insulin fights with other hormones. So what happens is growth hormone, a very fat-burning cell that also is very muscle-building at the same time, drops because it cannot compete with insulin very well. So what happens is your insulin goes up, your growth hormone goes down, so it does one of these, and therefore you start storing fat, as opposed to if you were just doing the growth hormone, then you would have, hey, you just have some awesome growth hormone and you burn fat at night. I want you to understand something. Insulin is more anabolic than testosterone. It builds muscle more than testosterone. So it goes with reason as to say the major International Federation of Bodybuilder pros, like Jay Cutler and Phil Heath and Ronnie Coleman, they all inject themselves with insulin. Don't do that. That'll get yourself killed very quickly. So, my final question is, before I go, what do you usually eat before you go to bed, if anything? This lighting sucks. Okay? I will see you tomorrow.